are you tired of blunders and mistakes? Do you want to stop doing them in your own games? If it's true, this video is definitely for you. We will analyze some blunders from great Grandmaster games, and I will give you some tips how to avoid blunders and easy tactical mistakes in your games. Stay till to the end of this video and take all receipts and answers that I will give you. My name is Pavel Martinov and welcome you to my YouTube channel, and let's start. And firstly, we will go with two examples from recently ended tournament in Weikanze Tata Steel Chess 2023. So that is the game between Giri and Rapport, and actually Rapport here made a huge mistake. The normal move was King G8 in this position, and actually it's going to be a draw here. For instance, after Rook F1, the idea is to use F-file, so right now it's impossible to take on G4 because White will take on a bishop on F6. And the normal move is bishop h4, and here like White can make a draw like this because Black needs to repeat as well. So, and computer actually says that it's lots of ways to create a draw, but Rapport made a huge mistake. He played a king to g6. Actually, probably is the only one move of the king that's losing immediately. It was a drama of the last round, and Giri needed to win the game to try to reach a first place, and he took a luck because Rapport here made a huge mistake. After King G6, we can see that White can play Rook D6, and Anish found this way. So right now he wants to take on F6 and take an extra bishop, and it's impossible to take on D6 because it goes with Queen F5 immediately checkmate. It's no way to king to go out, and the queen making pressure. So Rapport tried some chances and played King G5, but actually Giri was really nice, and finally he received a winning position. And here Rapport resigned just because after Queen takes, White can take on G3. Their idea is to create a checkmate. The F7 pawn is weak, so next time they can take it. So after Rook C5, for instance, White can take Rook F7, and that is two extra pawns in winning position. So what was the nature of this mistake by Rapport? Actually, we can understand that it was a last round, and he was, I think, really tired because the tournament was really strong and it was lots of games before. And you know, when you have last rounds of your tournaments, you also need to keep attention on the such blunders, such easy mistakes. You need to always check yourself that you're not doing a big mistake, especially in the end of the game and when the position is quite complicated. Here we can see, I mean, the position that we started this video, that king is really not that much safe, and White has some interview because of the knight on h5 that making some pressure to king and the bishop. So especially in the last rounds of the tournaments, you need to keep more attention for simple blunders and check out all the time yourself. So let's move to the other example from this great tournament. And the next game is Magnus Carlsen, and he played against young talented Grandmaster. And in this position, Black made a mistake. They played Rook E8. The normal move was just like Queen D6 with the idea to place a bishop to E6 somewhere and to save the position around the center and king side. But Black played Rook E8, and here actually Carlsen missed a great opportunity to have a quite close position to winning position with a nice tactical trick, and actually quite simple, especially for him. And you can see that even Magnus Carlsen, the best chess player in the world, he is doing some mistakes, and some actually simple mistakes. Here he played Rook E1, and Black just played Bishop E6, and they saved their position, and actually the game leads to a draw after lots of moves. But right now Magnus could play King Knight takes on F7, and actually it's a really nice tactics. So we can see that if Black don't want to take on F7, White can just return to E5 with the knight next move, and they will receive an extra pawn with a huge advantage. So the only is to take, and after Rook F3 we have a pin, and this bishop on F5 is losing. So after, for example, queen d7, trying to rescue this bishop and to defend him by the queen, we can even play queen d3. And it's like two attackers here, and there's no way to save this bishop, because even after like king f6, white can support the attack with g4, for instance, and this king is close to be checkmated. So Magnus missed this opportunity in this position. Why did he miss this opportunity? I suppose because he just played rook e1 immediately without like thinking. So all the time you need to take care about your moves and take care about your opponent's reactions. So and check out the position for the some tactical tricks. So don't be hurry, even if you 100% sure that the move is good. And actually, a great tip that I can give you to avoid blunders, especially if you're a beginner. So it's like to ask yourself several questions before doing a move. The first one: am I losing a checkmate in one with this move that I want to play? The second: am I losing a checkmate in two with this move that I want to play right now? And the third one: will I lose some material with this move that I want to play? If you will check out the move for these three simple questions, so you will be sure that you're playing good, and you will be sure that it's no tactical trick, a simple tactical trick that you can receive and get a really bad position. So take it to yourself, take this tip into your practice, and actually after some moments of practice you will remember this, and you will do these questions automatically, and that will help you to receive more points in the tournaments, believe me. And let's move to the next example. And our next example we will take from a game of Vladimir Kramnik, the ex-world chess champion, and he made this blunder in the game against a computer actually. Here the position is around the equal, just because right after knight takes on f8, Kramnik played with black color, and he could play king g8, and it seems to be a draw after knight g6 here, and here just like no escape from eternal check, because after king h7 white will continue with knight f8. So the position was really close to a draw, but Kramnik made a very big mistake here. He played queen e3, and it was a big blunder because computer immediately answered with queen h7 checkmate. So we can see that this knight is protecting this queen, and the queen is attacking king, and it's no way to rescue from this checkmate. So why Kramnik missed this thing? Why he played this blunder? I suppose that probably he just lost in mind that this square is under control by the knight, and he was in a huge calculation, some for instance endgames after queen takes a3, so and so on. So again, when you're going with some calculations, you can lose the position in your mind, and you can forget about some really important opportunity of your opponent. So that's why always before making a move, check, like trying to make a fresh view on the board, that you're not losing something with this move, some material or some checkmate. Again, so pay attention. I know that in the especially end of the game you can be tired and can be hard, but all the time you need to check out the situation for stupid blunders just to avoid them. And if you made the blunder, don't worry, it happens. Even this happens with the greatest players, as we can see from examples in this video. And actually, even in the World Chess Champions matches, we have such mistakes. And let's check out the next example, the game between Michal Tal and Michal Botvinnik, and a huge mistake from Botvinnik. Botvinnik played with the black color and Tal played white. And on this position, Botvinnik could play king to a8, and this position is really complicated. I mean that yes, black, they have some material advantage, but of course because of powerful pieces here and the quite weak position of the king, white has their benefits and they has a compensation. So, but Botvinnik here made a big blunder. He played queen d5, and actually here this move is losing. You can push a pause here on the video, just trying to find the move that Tal played. In this position, he played a small combination. He took on a6. And actually, it's impossible to find a way for black to do something. If we will take by king, we will receive immediately checkmate. And if, for example, we will take by pawn, the checkmate is coming soon as well. The checkmate after takes on a6 by pawn is here, here, check. The only one move to save the king is rook a7, and finally queen c8 with the checkmate. It's no way for black king to save himself. So in the game, Botvinnik after rook a6 played king b8, but after queen a4 he resigned because the attack is too powerful. So Tala wants to play rook a8, and it's impossible to save king position, and this position is winning for white. So even in such important tournament like the match for the title, Botvinnik made this blunder. Probably he was too nervous. And actually, my tip for you is try to feel yourself always comfortable. Try to avoid nervous situation, because when you're nervous, you're always doing a mistakes, and especially such like easy tactical mistakes, to miss some easy tactical trick. So that was a really great example from Michal Tal, because he found a way and he found a tactical trick in the right moment. So in the end of the video, let's refresh some tips and advices that I gave you to avoid blunders and mistakes. First of all, check the position for such easy questions like, am I losing something with this move, and am I lose a checkmate with this move that I want to play. Secondly, try to avoid nervous situation. Be always comfortable on the chessboard. And the third one is, even if you're tired and it's the end of the tournament, you need to keep yourself strong and always try to look fresh on the board before doing a move, just to be sure that you're not making a serious blunder. I hope that you will avoid all mistakes and blunders in your games, and you will always win your tournaments. Have a nice day, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and learn chess with me via my website PavelChess.com.